Hello world and all who inhabit it, I am SteviiLove. Welcome back to my channel, and as promised, today we are going to be doing my current makeup routine. I'm not going to sit here and talk too much beforehand, but I will tell you what everything I am using when I am using it. So, I also need to mention I'm not wearing foundation. This is how my skin usually looks, but my eyes are already primed to save time. I am using the e.l.f. primer in sheer, which the black cap on top that goes on top of the applicator broke off and the lettering came off, but I promise you this is the e.l.f. primer for your eyes. So I have that on both eyelids, and then the last thing I want to mention before we get into this video is that I'm using a lot of inexpensive products and yeah, just really inexpensive products, and I'm only doing half on camera. The other half will be done off camera just to kind of save time. So really quickly, I am going to do this eye off camera so you guys can see what I'm going for, and then we're going to get into doing this eye for you. I will be right back, and you'll see me in just a second. Okay, everyone, I am back, and yes, I did half of my face. So this is what my face typically looks like, and this is without makeup. Well, without eyeshadow and eyebrows and highlighter and contour. I know, other than my eyes, it's really nothing subtle or nothing noticeable. I like to go for very subtle, but you can clearly tell that I have my under eyes concealed. Like, I think there's a noticeable difference. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, so now that that is out of the way, let's actually get into doing the other half. So we are starting with the eyes. And for the eyes, for the most part, I'm going to be using this palette right here. This is the Blushed Nudes from Maybelline, and I'm going to show you guys how to actually get pigmentation, because that is one of the biggest complaints I saw when I was looking at reviews. I got this palette, and then I looked at the reviews, which usually I do the opposite. I'm glad that I did what I did, though. There's an eyelash in my eye. Okay, so to apply this, the best way to do this, because these are crushed pigments, is to use some kind of sponge. But not your typical eyeshadow applicator. I'm using the e.l.f. Professional Smudge Eye Sponge. This is a pretty old one, but I didn't start using it until recently. Like, I didn't even take it out of the package. So I'm going in with this color right here on the inner corner of my eye. I'm going to get it on my brush, and then we'll get to applying. Okay, so now it is time to apply. There we go. It's that simple. Now this is a very, very light color, so you might need to dip into it twice. And just have a light hand. You don't have to do anything heavy. Bam. So now it is time to go in with the second color. Whoa, there went my applicator, which is this brown pink shimmer color. I'm going to get it on my brush, and then we'll apply it again. Okay, I have it on my brush, and now we're going to, my sponge, and now we're going to apply it to where the iris stops. But we also want to go from where it ends on the first color, then to where the iris stops, because we want a seamless finish. Alright, I'm going to go in for just a little bit more, and we'll be right back. Okay, so now we're going to just finish up over here. Maybe go back over just a little bit and go, we want to bring this all the way up, but we are going to do a cut crease look today. That's usually what I do. Okay, I did take that a little bit too far, but that's okay, because we want it there so that when we apply the other color, we do have a seamless finish. I will be right back with a clean brush. One thing I do recommend is having a junk towel with you, so that during the week you can just rub off the eyeshadow as you're changing colors. That way when you you're not mixing any other colors, and then at the end of the week when you wash your brushes, wash this and start over. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm going in with this really cheap LA Colors palette. I don't even know which one it is, but it has a few different colors, and I'm using this weird purple color to cut the crease with. So we just want to just barely touch it. Tap off a little bit of the excess, and now we're going to go and cut the crease. There we go. Now we're going to take, oh yeah, by the way, I was using the Wet n Wild crease blending brush. Now we are going to take the e.l.f, well, you can use any brush you want, but I'm using the e.l.f blending brush, and we're going to quickly do that to blend out any harshness of it. And I'm actually going to take a Q-tip and just get that little spot. Okay, so now I'm going to take my sponge brush again, and we're going to go with this color right here on the outer corner. So I'm going to get it on the brush, and then we will apply it. Okay, so now I have that brown, that shimmery brown on the brush, and we're going to do the outer corner. So I like to start at the end and work my way in. And then I will clean up the corner a little bit. Get a little bit more. And just darken that up. Bam. Alright, now I'm going to clean up down here just a little bit, and we're going to do the liquid liner. Okay, now we are using just any kind of liquid liner. This is from the dollar store, the Dollar Tree actually. I am getting real eyeliner again. I had to get this while I was waiting for it because I ran out. I have been using the e.l.f. I got the NYX version of the Epic ink eyeliner, or Intense ink eyeliner, or whatever. So when I do my liquid liner, I like to start my flick at the end, because I always do the winged eyeliner, or the cat eye as it used to be called. So I will do my flick at the end first, and then I will fill in from there and build it as I need to. So just do that, and then there we go. I think I need to just fix the end just a little bit. There we go. That's it. That's all you do. It's really simple, and all of those videos with those pros who are doing it epically and so easily, they're not as simple as that. Okay, so now I am going to do my mascara, and if I can find it, I like to use two. I use the Lash Blast Fusion from Covergirl, and then Rimmel London's Scandaleyes Flex, or whatever. So I start with the Covergirl, and then I do the Rimmel. Sometimes I wear lashes, most of the time I don't. Just so you guys know, we're not doing lashes today. But remember, customize this to whatever you want. And you don't even have to use the same products, you just have to use similar colors if you want this look. Now that that's done, I'm going to get the other one open so we can save a little bit of time. Alright, now we've got the Rimmel London. I will link all of my products in the description down below. Like, I will link what they are, and I will try to find websites for them, but that might not be there until after I add the end screen annotations. Alright, there's our eyelashes. Now it's time for the eyebrows first. So, I'm going to grab the stuff I need and we'll get into that. Okay, for brows, I'm using the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit. Most of the stuff came off, but this is in ash brown. And what I do first is I'll go in with the darker color to fill in the parts that need it, and then I will go over the rest of it in the lighter color. And to fill it in, I use this really small brush. It's an angled brush, and then I will use this Wet n Wild. I don't even know what brand this one is, but then I will use this small angled brush from Wet n Wild to do the whole brow overall. So let's get the product, and then we'll get applying. Okay, so I have the dark brown, and like I said, I will just fill in the parts that need it the most. Alright, and now I will get the other brush, and we will do the light brown. Okay, now we have the light brown color, and we're going to start from the front. Alright, I'm going to get a little bit more and finish the brows. And then if I have to clean anything up, I will just take a Q-tip and do that, but they look pretty good. I'm going to get my little eyelash thing because I like to use that on my brows, so 1 second. Okay, so I just used one of these. Mine broke, but I will brush my lashes, my brows upwards first, and then I go in with the other side and soften everything a little bit more so it looks more natural. Okay, there are the brows. Now it is time for contouring, then highlighting. So I'm going to get everything I need and we'll be right back. Okay, so to contour, since it's winter and I like cooler tones better, I'm going to be using this L'Oreal Wear Infinite eyeshadow single in Smooth Latte. This is what the color looks like. And then I'm going to be using this this Wet n Wild large eyeshadow brush as my contour brush because I like a really small contour. So I'm going to get the product and we will get back into it. Okay, now let's contour. Alright, that's a little bit harsh, so I'm going to take another brush and we are going to just kind of blend that out a little bit more. And alright, now it's time to highlight. I'm excited about this. Okay, I lied. First, we are going to conceal the under eye. I'll be right back with that. Okay, so for the under eye, I'm going to be using the Rimmel London Match Perfection. It's the 2-in-1 concealer and highlighter. It's in 245 light. So let's do that. I'm going to squeeze this out off camera. Okay, got it on there. I'll have to get that in a second off camera. Okay, now it's time to get the beauty blender and to blend that out. I'll be right back. Okay, got my damp beauty blender. I'm gonna look up. And just kind of blend that out a little bit. I don't do anything too intense. I certainly don't go all of the way down here. Now we're going to take some cornstarch because it's the best thing for your face, to be totally honest. We're going to take that same brush that I used to contour, but because it's clean, we're going to bake that shit for a minute. Alright, and while that is baking, it's time to do some blush, which I am using the N.Y.C color wheel. Yes, there's wax on it. It's a mosaic one. And then I'm using a Revlon Kabuki brush, and we're just going to pick up very, very little bit. Go very light, and now it is time for highlighter. So let me grab that, and I'll be right back. Alright, now that that has sat for a minute, I'm going to take the brush that I'm going to highlight with, actually, and we're just going to blend that away. Cornstarch goes on sheer, or goes on white, but it comes off sheer. So now, like I said, I'm super excited for highlighting because I just made this yesterday. This is not the LA Colors Baby Pop eyeshadow, but they are amazing highlighters. This is kind of a combination of everything. It's so pretty. And yes, I put a star in there, so Jeffree Star, you better watch yourself. No, I'm kidding. I could never. So I mean, look at that glow. And then I'm going to take anything that's left over and just kind of go on my forehead right up here. Anything on my nose, and then a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Now it's time for lipstick, but I'm going to do that off camera just to save some time, so I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So I did my lipstick, and then I also set my face with some setting spray, but I made this myself. This is just distilled water and a teaspoon or so of aloe gel. That's it. And then for my lips, I am wearing Wet n Wild's, what is this called? Megalast Liquid Catsuit. I love this stuff. This is only like $5. Most of the products I used are $10 or less. And then I also did a shimmery effect on my lips, and I used the N.Y.C the Riveting Reds, but I only used this color right here, which is like this gold peachy color. 1 second. Okay, sorry, I had to clean that off because a little bit of the red did come off, but that's only because it wasn't dry yet. So this is the color that I used. I have to get a new one of these, but see, there's some of the red still on it. But it's a really nice gold peachy color, so I just think it looks really pretty, and it's an easy way to make your own metallic lipsticks that don't feel really bad because you're not using eyeshadow. Anyways, that is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. I apologize that it is a longer video, but what can I say? Makeup does take time, and you're lucky I didn't do both eyes, or both halves of my face, I should say. Anyways, that's it for today. As always, I am SteviiLove. If you liked this video for any reason, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If for whatever reason you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Maybe let me know why down below. If you have any comments, questions, or anything at all, let me know in the comments down below or on social media, which is linked in the description. And you can also follow me on social media if you'd like. If you want to subscribe and you're not yet already, make sure to tap my face up here. If you are subscribed, make sure to tap the bell down below so you never miss when I upload. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace out.